Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics Ka Funda. Today I'm here with you to present class 10 electricity chapter next part. Okay, in the previous video we discussed about the series combination of resistors and how a series combination is combined and we get the equivalent resistance in case of series combination of resistor. In this video we will study the parallel combination of resistor. Okay, I told in the previous video that there are two types of combination we have. One is series, one is parallel. Today we will deal with parallel combination of resistor. Okay, so before starting the video, please do subscribe my channel, please like my video and share my video. Okay, so let's start today's video. So today we'll start with parallel series in parallel, resistors in parallel, resistors in parallel. What happens when resistors are connected in parallel? When a resistor is said to be parallel, you see, when one end of the resistor, you see, suppose two resistors are there. This is one resistor, this is another resistor. The ends of the resistors are connected to a common point. This end, these two ends are connected to a common point A. These two ends are connected to a common point B. Then it is said that R1 and R2, they are connected in parallel. Understood? They are connected in parallel. So this is a parallel connection of resistors or parallel combination of resistors. Okay. So now what happens in case of a parallel combination? Next we are going to discuss. Okay. So here we go. This is the circuit for parallel combination of resistors. We're having three resistors having resistances R1, R2 and R3, and they are connected in parallel. You see in this circuit R1, R2 and R3, they are connected in parallel, and that is connected to an external circuit which is having one source of potential difference V. Okay, source means the cell. Okay, the cell is there. In that cell the potential difference is offered by the cell is how much? V, and one switch is there or key, it is switch or key, whatever it is. So that circuit is there. In this circuit we have, see, in this external circuit we are having I current. We have supposed that the current flowing through the external circuit is I, and this current will be going from this battery, it is going from this cell, this current is going, and at this point what happens? At this point you see this current is split into three parts. Okay, so current is split into three parts. One is going through R1, one is going through R2, and another one is going through R3. That means in these three sections we are having different current than I, because you see, if you joined I1, I2 and I3, if you add all these three, we will get the external circuit current, which is I. That means we will get I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to I, because all these components of currents are the component from where? From the main current, which is I in the circuit. Clear? And that is given by Kirchhoff. One scientist was there. He had a law which is known as Kirchhoff's current law. He said that for a joint we have, joint means all wires are coming and joining at this point. For a joint or for a junction, it is said that the incoming current, here you see which one is incoming current, your I is going, it is going into the joint, it is coming into the joint. This is like this direction, you see. He said that how much current is entering the junction, that much of current will leave the junction. अभी देखो इसमें क्या क्या एंटर किया. At this junction current entered is how much? I only, and other currents are going out of the junction. So I should say I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, because I is the entering current और outgoing current कितना है? I1 है, I2 है, I3 है. The outgoing current should be added and total outgoing current should be equal to the total incoming current for a junction said by Kirchhoff. So that one should be valid. That's why we have to write like this. अभी देखो इसमें इसीलिए क्या होता है कि R1, R2 और R3 के बीच में जो करंट जाएगा, those currents are not same because the resistance are not same. ये R1, this R1 resistance will offer some other resistance, R2 will offer some other resistance. That's why you see the currents in the different parts, currents in the different parts or currents in the different resistors are different. Clear? That's why we write by I1, I2 and I3. Now you see what we have to do here. Here you see we have to see what is the potential difference between these 2 points of the resistor. This is the battery, and this battery, you see, this battery will read how much? If you see, if you use a voltmeter across the battery, that voltmeter will read V. Okay. Now you see this point having some potential, वो potential क्या होगा, यहाँ से drop नहीं होगा until this point. That means if you suppose say at this point the potential is 7 volt, at this point the potential is 7 volt, यहाँ पे भी कितना होगा? 7 volt ही होगा. Is it clear all of you? Because no voltage is dropped in this section, because no resistance is there in this section. अगर resistance होगा ही नहीं तो voltage नहीं drop होगा, क्योंकि V is equal to क्या है? IR है. So resistance अगर 0 होगा तो voltage भी क्या होगा? Voltage drop will also be 0. That means we can say that, you see, we can say that this point potential is same with this point potential, this point potential is same with this point potential. इसका मतलब ये पॉइंट में भी कितना होगा? 0 वोल्ट होगा. इस पॉइंट में अगर 0 वोल्ट था, दैट मीन्स ये जो रीड करेगा ना, दिस वोल्टमीटर, दिस, लिसन वेरी केयरफुली, दिस वोल्टमीटर विल रीड V, or that means if you go to the values, it will read 7 volt. Similarly, this will also read this voltmeter is across these 2 points. अगर हम कहे कि this is across the resistors, तो क्या नहीं होगा? रॉन्ग नहीं होगा. क्यों? क्योंकि ये पॉइंट जो है ना, ये पॉइंट से सेम है. तो अगर ये मैं यहां लगा दूं, सपोज दिस पॉइंट्स आर कनेक्टेड एट दिस पॉइंट, देयर आल्सो इट विल रीड सेम V, इट विल रीड. अगर यहाँ पे V था तो ये भी V रीड करेगा. अगर यहाँ पे 5 था तो 5, यहाँ पे अगर 7 था तो यहाँ पे भी क्या रीड करेगा? 7 वोल्ट रीड करेगा. दैट मीन्स ये देखो, ये पॉइंट क्या है? लिसन वेरी वेरी केयरफुली. दिस पॉइंट, वेट, this point and this point, they are the common points for the resistors. They are the common points, common end points of the resistors. That means we can say that this voltage, that means whatever be the value of this voltmeter, this voltage is same for R1 also, for R2 also, for R3 also. That means the potential drop across, or potential difference across each and every resistance in case of a parallel combination is always same. Clear? ये V होगा, इस पे भी V होगा, क्योंकि ये दो पॉइंट किस के बीच में है? R1 के बीच में है. तो R1 के बीच में क्या होगा? वोल्टेज ड्रॉप V होगा. ये पॉइंट R2 के बीच में भी है, तो R2 के बीच में भी क्या होगा? वोल्टेज ड्रॉप R2 में क्या होगा? V होगा. और ये पॉइंट क्या है? R3 के बीच में भी है. तो हम बोल सकेंगे कि we can say that across R1, across R2 and across R3, in all the cases we will be having same potential drop, which is V, which is the voltage only, the voltage we used. Clear? Understood? So what we can say here, that means across R1 we are having potential V. So we can write for R1, can we write for R1, it is V is equal to, for R1 we can write V is equal to, कितना करंट जा रहा है? V is equal to IR, we know. For R1 you are writing, तो V वोल्टेज ड्रॉप क्या हो जाएगा? V हो जाएगा. उसका वैल्यू कितना हो जाएगा? I1 R1. V is equal to IR, और R1 के बीच में से कितना करंट जा रहा है? I1 जा रहा है. सो ओम्स लॉ अगर अप्लाई करेंगे तो V क्या होगा? I1 R1 होगा. फॉर R2 कितना होगा? ओके फाइन. यहां से तुम करंट निकाल लो, I1 निकाल लो, V by R1 होगा. ओके, V by R1 होगा. V is equal to I1 R1, वहां से I1 क्या होगा? V by R1. फॉर R2 कितना होगा? V is equal to, for R2 फॉर R2 V इज इक्वल टू I2 R2, वहां से I2 निकाल लो V बाई R2. इज इट क्लियर? सिमिलरली क्या होगा फॉर R3 होगा, R3 क्या होगा V इज इक्वल टू I3 R3, वहां से I3 का वैल्यू कितना होगा V बाई R3. अंडरस्टूड आई थिंक. सो I1 I2 और I3 का वैल्यू हम निकाल लिए. तो अभी क्या होगा, किरचॉफ लॉ अप्लाई करेंगे. I इज इक्वल टू क्या होगा, I इज इक्वल टू I1 प्लस I2 प्लस I3 होगा. I1 के जगह क्या होगा V बाई R1 प्लस V बाई R2 प्लस V बाई R3 होगा. वहां से V क्या हो जाएगा कॉमन, क्योंकि इन ईच एंड एवरी टर्म वी हैव V. सो यहाँ से क्या आ जाएगा V कॉमन लेंगे तो क्या आ जाएगा 1 बाई R1 प्लस 1 बाई R2 प्लस 1 बाई R3. ये V अगर इस तरफ ले आए तो क्या होगा, इस तरफ I है ना, सो I बाई V होगा. I बाई V क्या होगा, इस तरफ I था तो V उस तरफ था, V अगर इस तरफ आ जाएगा तो I के नीचे आ जाएगा. V बाई I इज इक्वल टू 1 बाई क्या होगा R1 प्लस 1 बाई R2 प्लस 1 बाई R3. दिस इज इक्वेशन नंबर 1. ये हमें क्या मिल गया, I बाई V इज इक्वल टू 1 बाई R1 प्लस 1 बाई R2 प्लस 1 बाई R3. अभी देखो ये जो 1 बाई R1, ये I बाई V को क्या करना पड़ेगा, ये this circuit we need what we need to replace. Listen, we need to replace this combination of resistor into a single resistance. That means we have to do what, we have to draw the same circuit by just replacing what, by just replacing the resistance by a single resistance only, by a single resistance. Now voltage will be same, switch is there, V K, this is RP we are writing, P for parallel. वो parallel जो कॉम्बिनेशन था उस पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन का ये क्या हो जाएगा, इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट हो जाएगा. यहां से कितना RP के थ्रू कितना करंट जा रहा है, I करंट जा रहा है, I, बिकॉज एक्सटर्नल सर्किट पे कितना करंट था, I था. सो ये I करंट, दिस करंट विल फ्लो थ्रू RP व्हिच इज इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस फॉर द पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ रेजिस्टर्स. अंडरस्टूड? सो व्हाई वी डिड दिस, बिकॉज इन केस ऑफ पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन अगर तुम्हारे पास 3 4 5 10 15 100 200 रेजिस्टेंस क्या होगा पैरेलल कॉम्बिनेशन पे होगा ना, तो वो क्या हो जाएगा, दैट विल बी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सिचुएशन. इन दैट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सिचुएशन you cannot easily do the sum, you cannot easily do the numerical. So what you have to do, you have to simplify that circuit into a single resistance circuit. जो ये क्या करेगा, ये सर्किट क्या करेगा, उसी तरह फंक्शन करेगा जिस तरह वो पहला वाला सर्किट फंक्शन कर रहा था. दैट मीन्स दिस इज इक्विवेलेंट टू दैट. ये जो काम कर रहा था, पहले वाला जो काम कर रहा था, ये भी वही काम कर रहा है. दैट मीन्स दैट इज इक्विवेलेंट. एंड इफ इट इज इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट देन दिस रेजिस्टेंस इज सेड टू बी इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस. किसका इक्विवेलेंट, दैट दोस 3 रेजिस्टर्स, वो 3 रेजिस्टर का क्या हो जाएगा, ये RP क्या हो जाएगा, इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टर हो जाएगा और रेजिस्टेंस हो जाएगा. क्लियर? सो अभी वो इक्विवेलेंट रेजिस्टेंस हमें निकालना है. तो हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे अगर ओम्स लॉ हम अप्लाई करेंगे देन वी विल गेट व्हाट, V इज इक्वल टू I RP. इज नॉट इट? रेजिस्टेंस कितना है, RP है. इसी सर्किट पे रेजिस्टेंस RP है. सो इस सर्किट पे अगर हम क्या करेंगे, ओम्स लॉ अप्लाई करेंगे, V इज इक्वल टू I R है. सो यहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस कितना है, RP. सो यहाँ से हमें निकालना चाहिए V बाई I. V बाई I का वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा, RP हो जाएगा. दैट मीन्स I बाई V हमें चाहिए ना, यहाँ पे I बाई V था, ये I बाई V इज इक्वल टू था. सो I बाई V क्या हो जाएगा, उसका RP का रेसिप्रोकल हो जाएगा RP. दैट मीन्स ये अगर इक्वेशन नंबर 2 होगा, अगर ये इक्वेशन नंबर 1 था, तो हम इजीली क्या लिख सकते हैं, we can easily write, so in case of in place of I by V we can write 1 by RP. 1 by RP is equal to क्या है, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. That means हमें क्या मिल गया, that means this will be 1 by RP. RP is what, equivalent resistance for the parallel combination of resistors. Clear? Is it clear all of you? That means if we have numbers of resistors in parallel, then we have to do what? We have to say that the reciprocal means 1 by reciprocal of the equivalent resistance for the parallel combination is equal to the sum of the sum means summation to the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistors. Okay, so this is all about parallel combination of resistor. Understood? We will do some numerical in the next video, so you will be understanding that one. Okay, fine, done. So you see this is finished. Now you see what we have to do. Heating effect. I am just going to complete the syllabus of this chapter. Okay, heating effect of resistors. Heating effect of resistor. Okay, heating effect of resistor क्या हो जाएगा? You see, suppose you have a resistance. Suppose you have a resistance, fine, R, and through this resistance, suppose I current is flowing. Fine, I current is flowing. Okay. Through this resistance, suppose I current is flowing. Did you understand? Through the resistance I current is flowing. V is the potential difference of the source. Is it clear all of you? अगर current I pass होगा तो वहां पे क्या हो रहा है? Charge. What is happening there? Charge is flowing. Charges are flowing. So you see, we can say that if in t time, अगर t time पे q charge फ्लो कर रहा है तो I is equal to क्या होगा? Q by, okay, leave it, forget it. You see, suppose Q amount of, listen, Q amount of charge is flowing through R. अगर Q amount of charge through R flow कर रहा है, that means what? That means the battery, the cell is doing some work. The cell is doing some work. और वो work done क्या था? Work done is equal to V into Q था. I explained. Work done is equal to V into Q. V is the potential difference. Q is the amount of charge that is flowing through it. So Q charge अगर flow करेगा, हाँ, across this potential V, उसमें क्या होगा? वो cell क्या करेगा? वो cell कितना work done करेगा? V into Q. Done? Understood? Okay. Now work done per unit time क्या होता है? Work done fine. Power कितना होता है? Fine. The power is what? Work done per unit time. Power is work done. Power comma P is work done per unit time. That means अगर t टाइम पे VQ डिवाइडेड बाई t होगा, क्योंकि t टाइम पे Q चार्ज फ्लो किया था, इसको क्या लिखते हैं? VQ बाई t, और Q बाई t को हम I लिखते हैं. That is equation number 1. P is equal to VI. That is very important. V is the potential difference, I is the current flowing through the circuit. So power कितना हो जाएगा? V into I. तो पावर का ऐसा यूनिट क्या होगा? वोल्ट एम्पेयर. So वोल्ट एम्पेयर इसी को बोलते हैं क्या? Now you see what is happening there. In case of, can I write this in place of V? Can I write IR? Ohm's law, V is equal to IR in place of V. V is equal to IR we have written, and I is there. So I square R हो जाएगा. So power क्या हो जाएगा? Power is equal to P is equal to power is equal to I square R. This is another formula. Now कितना energy spent किया? You see the energy spent by the cell. The energy spent by the cell will be how much? Energy spent by the cell. Energy spent by the cell is equal to power into time. We got in class 9. Energy is equal to power into time. Kilowatt hour. Remember? Energy is equal to power into time. Power कितना है? VI है. यहाँ से equation 1 से अगर लिखोगे तो VI है power और T. ये एक equation हो जाएगा VIT. यही जो होगा ना, ये जो एनर्जी होगा, ये एनर्जी कौन किसको दे रहा है? दिस एनर्जी इज गिवन बाय द बैटरी टू द सर्किट। ये जो एनर्जी होगा, दिस एनर्जी इज प्रोवाइडेड टू द सर्किट। कौन दे रहा है? द सेल, द बैटरी। और ये एनर्जी उसी रेजिस्टेंस पे क्या होगा? उसी रेजिस्टेंस पे एनर्जी, यू नो, एनर्जी कैन नॉट बी क्रिएटेड, कैन नॉट बी डिस्ट्रॉयड। वो एनर्जी का चेंज हो जाएगा, उसका फॉर्म। जो तुमने इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी दिया है, उस इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी का चेंज हो जाएगा फॉर्म और हीट पे कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा। वी नो दैट हीट इज ऑल्सो वन फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी। इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर if a current is passing through or if a current is flowing through a resistance, उस रेजिस्टेंस पे कुछ हीट क्या होगा? इवॉल्व होगा। वो हीट का वैल्यू कितना होगा? हीट H से लिखते हैं, हीट एनर्जी H is equal to E, एनर्जी गिवन बाय द सेल टू द सर्किट इज इक्वल टू VIT। अंडरस्टूड? इसका मतलब V के जगह अगर हम लिखेंगे RI और IR, बिकॉज ओम्स लॉ, V is equal to IR into IT, तो इसका मतलब हो जाएगा I square RT. This H is equal to I square RT. This is the final formula for, for heating effect of resistors. ये heat कहाँ से आया? You need to know what is the science behind this. This heat is coming from what? This heat is coming from the source. Source is providing that much of energy to the circuit, and the circuit, in the circuit this energy is evolved as heat. और वो हीट का वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा? उसी एनर्जी का वैल्यू हो जाएगा VIT। अगर V के जगह हम ओम्स लॉ अप्लाई करेंगे तो इसका वैल्यू हो जाएगा I square RT. दिस इज व्हाट हियर मेनी फॉर्मूला वी आर गेटिंग। पावर इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? पावर इज इक्वल टू V into I, पावर इज इक्वल टू I square R। इज इट क्लियर? पावर इज इक्वल टू V into I, पावर इज इक्वल टू I square R। और यहाँ पे क्या मिल गया? एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू VIT, एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू I square RT। So this is all about the theories related to the chapter 12. Okay, in the next video we'll discuss some numericals regarding this chapter, and the chapter will be finished.